Trevor. Half of 250 is 175. And the Chinese use fertilizer paint to help their trees grow. He's a great guy, and I'm glad he's one of my new brothers. I still have a lot to learn from him throughout life. Next year, he'll be going to LSU, where he will join us as a true tiger. Please welcome your comical Cajun and state treasurer to deliver his retiring address entitled Go Insane, Adam Thibodeaux.
I first met Adam around this time last year. I can still remember freaking out nominating committee because I thought something was not going to go the way I planned it to. And Adam was always the one that was there with words of encouragement. He always made me feel better about the situation. He always has really funny jokes and always has a smile on his face. He can brighten up just about anyone's day. We've truly become like a brother and a sister within this past year, and I can't thank him for anything more. I know that he has inspired each and every one of you just as he inspired me. It is truly an honor to introduce to you your state treasurer, Adam Thibodeaux.
It's never easy to find someone that you can trust with anything. He is that someone I can turn to for advice, a good cry, a good laugh, or anything else. And at the end of the day, I know that he is still my best friend. We had first met at leadership camp 2 years ago. We were both running for an area office, and I thought he was a little shy. But once I got to know him, I realized I was very wrong. He is now one of the most outgoing people I know. I've seen him grow so much over the past few years. He always tells me he would not be where he is today without me. But the truth is, it's the other way around. He has helped me through so much, and he is such an inspiration to me. This year, he shared his iota math skills, spelling skills, crazy jokes, kind heart, and most of all, his amazing talents with all of you. Fellow members, advisors, and guests, I am more than honored to introduce to you your 2011-2012 State Treasurer, Adam Thibodeaux.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
I don't know about y'all, but I love cartoons. And I'm not talking about these new cartoons that are all educational and stuff. I'm talking about the old school cartoons, like the Looney Tunes. I loved the Looney Tunes when I was growing up. Whether it was from Porky Pig going, that's all, folks. Or Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck debating rabbit season and duck season. Or the Tasmanian Devil going on his rampages and destroying everything in sight. When I was younger, I had a speech impediment, like Elmer Fudd, and I couldn't say the letter R. But my all-time favorite Looney Tune was Wile E. Coyote. I love Wile E. Coyote, and every day I would watch him, waiting for him to achieve his goal on catching that Roadrunner. And I'd like to know where he gets the money for all these insane ideas, because he would try everything, no matter how big or small. Whether it was putting a little birdseed out on the road, hiding behind a rocks with a box, and when the Roadrunner would stop, he captured it. Or buying a rocket, strapping it to his back, waiting for the Roadrunner to come, and when he sees him, he lights the fuse, and he goes and he grabs. But every time he picked up that box, Roadrunner was never there. And every time he grabbed, it always seemed like that rocket would stop, and he'd look down, be over a cliff, and he'd just give you that look, and he'd fall. And every time he failed, he left an impression of his body. And every time he got out of that hole, dusted himself off, and went back to a drawing board. Now, in my opinion, Wile E. Coyote is the most insane Looney Tune out of all of them. Yes, even more insane than the Tasmanian Devil. Now, Tasmanian Devil goes on his rampages, destroys everything in sight, and talks nonsense. But Wile E. Coyote's the true insane one for never giving up. It takes a true insane person, or a coyote, to not be scared of what's ahead. Like when he straps that rocket on his back, knowing more than likely he's going to fling him in the air and throw him off a cliff. Another thing that makes him insane is that he keeps fighting for what he wants, no matter how many times he fails. When he at the drawing board, he tries each and every single idea and goes all out for each one. And even though he knows some of them might not work, he still tries his hardest. Now, I've learned so much from Wile E. Coyote over my years, and I'd like to share a little bit of that with you today. I like to call this little bit Adam's Words of Wisdom. And that's right, it even has a name. Now, this is going to blow your minds. Hopefully metaphorically and not literally, because I'm not cleaning that up. Are you ready? No matter who you are, no matter how hard you try, no matter what you do, each and every one of you is going to fail at something in their life. You're welcome. Now you might be thinking, oh great, that's just what I want to hear, that I'm going to fail at something in my life. But it's not what you want to hear, it's what you need to hear. We all fail at something. But I'm not saying you're going to fail just as much as Wile E. Coyote, but we can learn from it. Failing is only a mistake, and the question is, are we going to give up after that mistake, or will we learn from it? If we all make mistakes, why do we get embarrassed, want to go hide in a little corner and want to give up? When truth be told, we're just learning something. Instead of hiding and forgetting mistakes, we should learn to embrace them and accept them. Because whether we like it or not, mistakes make us who we are. Now, we all know about Walt Disney and how much he's accomplished in his life. Did you know Walt Disney used to work for a newspaper? But they got fired because his boss told him he lacked imagination and creative ideas. Then he went bankrupt several times before he built Disneyland. I don't know about y'all, but I was shocked when I heard this. I mean, most people would have just given up. But no, he stuck to it. He never settled for what he had accomplished. He always tried to make it better. He never stopped, no matter what. Why? Because he was insane. Now, I'm not saying he belonged in a padded room with a straitjacket. I'm saying he never let anybody stop him from achieving his goals. Only the insane never give up, no matter how hard it is. And if you look at some of the successful people in life, they all have one thing in common. They're insane. Now, I'm not saying I never fail, because I do. I mean, when I was younger, I was going to play guitar. I was going to put that guitar around my neck, I was going to play all these songs, and I was going to get all the chicks. That's right. But when it actually came down to it, I played the guitar, and I didn't even know the guitar could make that sound. So I just gave up. I would do this with everything. I would just give up. Finally, I said, Adam, you can't give up on everything. Find one thing and just stick with that. Just try it. So I decided I was going to go with FFA. How hard could that be, right? So I was going to run for an area officer. So I got an area officer, and I didn't get it. Well, you know what? Who needs area officer? I'm going to go for state. No. Well, I'm going to go back to area, because I got this. No. Knowing I had one shot left for state officer, I went insane. I started doing everything I could to help me win. And let me tell you, this was one of the best feelings ever. I was able to walk away from state convention as a state officer. But if I wouldn't have gone insane, I wouldn't be standing on the stage today. I wouldn't have been part of this amazing team. I wouldn't have got to go to China. But the biggest experience I would have missed out on was getting the chance to meet all of you. Now, on that plane ride back from China, I had a lot of time to think. You know, because it's a 13-hour plane ride. But I thought about where I was a couple of years ago, and then I thought about where I was today. I thought about the fight. The fight to change who I was and be who I want to be. Each and every one of us is in that fight today. And let me tell you, it can be so hard at times, but then so easy at others. Wile E. Coyote fought this fight every single day of his life, and he was determined to win it. And the more and more I thought about the fight I was so scared of in the beginning, the fight I thought people would make fun of me for fighting, that fight was half the fun. We can learn so much from Wile E. Coyote on never giving up in the fight. All we have to do is find ourselves. Now you might be thinking, Adam, dude, it's not hard to find yourself, watch. Found me. But I'm not talking about where we are. I'm talking about who we are and what we believe in. Once we decide to let ourselves go insane, we start fighting for what we want and not letting life slip us by. We start to form our own opinions and not just follow everybody else's. We become our own person. We start to learn that we make mistakes all the time and we can learn from them. We start to be able to be proud of who we are. This is the best part about going insane, because you start to have fun. You start doing things you would have never done before, like maybe coming and dancing for pre-session, because you think it'd be fun, but you don't know what people think. Well, who cares what they think? If you think it's fun, go for it. Or go and talk to that pretty girl you've been stalking. I mean, following around the career show. Go and talk to her. Just don't tell her you've been following around. Might not fly over too well. But go out and do something you were scared to do before. Do something you were scared to do each day. Now, as insane as Wile E. Coyote is, he didn't become like that in a day. Nobody becomes like that in a day. It takes time to get where you're going. I'll let you in on a little secret. Everyone can do it. All you have to do is find your roadrunner and fight for it. Before you know it, you'll have gone insane and be having the time of your life. Go out and do something insane this week, and then the next week, and then the next week. And keep stepping out of your comfort zone to find that roadrunner. We get one shot in this world. Not 2, not 5, not 9, 1. Once it's gone, there's no going back. Life is what you're going to make it. So go insane!
I know how to hold a grudge. I can send a bridge up in smoke. And I can't count the people I've let down, the hearts I've broke. You ain't got to dig too deep.
Whether it was chasing armadillos around Bunkie, Louisiana, you teaching our team how to spell from iota, or just always being there for me and our team, I want to say thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, for the last time, your 2011-2012 State Treasurer, Adam Thibodeaux.